Kuldeep Chaudhary welcomes you all to online support video of CAD Desk. Today we are going to learn about how to use array in our drawing. Array command is used to make our drawing much faster, to make a much faster drawing. Okay, so today we will learn how to make an array in AutoCAD. So let's start. First, I have to make any object which I want to array. So I am making the object by using the simple commands which I have described earlier, and then I array it. Guys, array command is very useful command and it saves a lot of time of yours. There are three type of array: rectangular array, path array, and polar array. And how can you access it? By just typing AR enter. So I am making a simple object here on which I am going to perform array command. Array command is just used to use for just uh, where if you want your object more than one places, or number of objects if you want, like in a polar direction or like in a rectangular direction, then you can choose array instead of going copy command or going any of the other commands. You just, it is better to use array command, or drawing the all parts separately. It takes a lot of time. I'm making a simple object here by using the commands which I have described earlier. So I'm making the objects, and the command which I am using in this object are very useful. So please uh, concentrate on what I am doing here. Please pay attention to it. This is also very helpful to you to draw objects in future. So this is my object I drawn here, and I'm trimmed down those objects which I don't want in my final drawing. Now I'm going to use AR command, array command. For this, I just have to type AR and then enter. And here I want polar array. Okay, just select the object, then enter. And for polar array, just have to type P PO, enter, or click on the polar and then specify the center point about which you want your array. Then you can specify the number of items, fill angle, etc. from the panel which is open at the ribbon. This is the array panel. You can manipulate the number of the objects, items, the distance between them, the fill, everything from this panel. So this is the polar array. I hope you understand it very well. I want 6 objects, so I type there 6, number of items 6. Then it will automatically take the angle between them by dividing it with 360. If I put 180 here, then see what? It takes total angle as 180 and then number of items 3. And you can flip them too from here in which direction you want your objects from the center line. So my polar array is completed. Now I am going to trim down those objects which I don't want in my final drawing. So I am trimming down those lines or arcs which are not a part of my final drawing. So this is it, guys. So this is all about polar array. My part is done. My object is ready. Now we are going to see a rectangular array. For for your convenience, guys, I am going to use this object as a part in my rectangular array. AR enter for the array, and then select object, then enter. Select rectangular array or just type R enter for rectangular array. Then the array panel will open in front of you and you can select the number of columns, number of rows, distance between the columns, distance between the rows, total distance of the column, total distance of the rows, etc. etc. All the things you can change from there and get a desired final rectangular array. You can also change the levels of array. Levels means in how many levels you want your array. If you want to see the level, then just press middle mouse button and press shift and then rotate it, rotate the viewport, and then you are able to go see the levels of array like I am showing here. I type 3 levels and 3 levels are visible to you. To see them, just hold your middle mouse button and shift and then rotate the viewport. 5 levels, 1 level. That's it. Close the array command. Now two types of array are completed, which is rectangular array and the polar array. And the remaining one is the path array, which I am going to show you here. So one thing you get here, array means number of objects which I want here. In polar array, I want number of objects around a circle, around a center. In a rectangular array, I want an object in rows and columns. In path array, simply which is defined by its name, that I want number of objects around a path. For this, I just have to select uh, select the object after typing the AR enter, then select object, then enter, then path and then enter. For path, PA or P enter, and then select the path. When I select the path, I'm just selecting the object first after typing the AR command, and then I am going to type enter or press enter. It's funny. Okay, I'm selected the object now. I just press enter, then select path array. Then I have to describe the path curve. Here I've described the path curve, so my object is repeated along the path, and you can choose the number of items or the distance between the items to change this. Then you have to close the array. So that's it guys. I think you enjoyed